Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I it was black again, so I had to restart the computer again. So I don't know what's going on with that, but welcome, welcome. Um, and I am going to start with a kind of welcome back. Who've been a couple weeks, and I know a lot of stuff has happened in the last couple weeks. Yes, you hear Ringo. He will be a special guest in a moment. And I just want to remind people there is no politics on this channel. Anything that's political, any comments that are politically either way will be deleted. And we are here to support each other. We are here to be good influences on each other. So please be supportful and helpful. And yeah, we're gonna try and be good about being supportive with each other. So, without further ado, because Ringo thinks he gets to come out, which he does, but I need to do a taste test, guys. I need to say hi to everybody, and then we'll do this, and then we'll get them out, and then we'll actually go through things, which I forgot my mouse, so that'll be interesting. Maybe I should go get it, huh? Right. Anyway, Katrina's kids made cheesecake yesterday. And mine went for a little long. I think I figured it out, or we figured it out. I have electric oven now, and part of the cheesecake making process is to leave it in the oven after it is turned off. And electric doesn't turn off right away like gas does, so it was still cooking. But yeah, PJ's here. PJ, do you want to come on? And oh, I don't have anything else open. PJ, put in the comments if you want to come on or not. We'll compare. I know PJ was there. There's some other people that I think we're watching later. Let me see here. And I will mute this. All right. Let me see. You're ready. Okay. I'm going to do an invite here. PJ, are you able to check your Facebook? Because I'm putting the link there so everybody doesn't get it. Anyway, so we do this Cook With Me Live every month, and it is a whole lot of fun. We do discoveries, we talk about different things, cooking related, not cooking related, and we make something fun. And hopefully PJ is able to get there. So this month we made cheesecake, and it looks really good. And we're doing our taste test today to make you guys jealous, but then also to, encourage you guys to join us. So I'm going to add PJ. And PJ, you're added.
Hi.
All right. Thank you. How we doing?
Good.
Good. All right. Do you want to show what yours looks like? Did you already take it out of the spring form?
Nope.
Ooh. All right. So she did hers in a spring form. I did mine in a pipe pan because what are you doing? I was like, what are you doing? You a spring form.
I had to get the side off.
Yeah. So, usually what you do with cheesecakes, and it literally just lifts off the sides, so you can just cut right down, and have a piece. So there's lots of different cheesecake recipes, and this is one I think is one of the best ones. Best ones have sour cream in them, and they are delicious. But they do take a long time to do. It's super easy, takes a long time to do. But once PJ gets hers, we will taste test it. But mine overcooked because of I think because the oven. I'm not used to the oven, and this is the only recipe I do leave it in the oven after it's off. But anybody who knows electric stoves, electric ovens, once you turn them off, they're not off. It takes a long time for them to get leveled out. All right, ready for a taste test? Oh right, and she made, what did you make? Peach something?
Peaches.
Peach something. She has peach something on top. I like mine plain. Lots of people put, chocolate or fruit stuff on theirs, and I like my plain. We ready?
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm. Darn good cheesecake. Darn good cheesecake. And mine is overdone, but I only actually taste it overdone on the top. So I think it was just getting that extra stuff from the top, from the heat coil. I think is probably what happened, because the inside is nice and white. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. You eat all the cheesecake that I can't have that made years ago. Yep. This is good. What'll be better than a chocolate covered nuts? Cheesecake. Yeah, it's super, super good. And Vera calls it New York style cheesecake. Yep. And I love that type of cheesecake. I am going to eat this whole thing because I am going to get a cat out and he will want some. Not the whole thing, the whole piece. So next month, we do this as a membership. There'll be a join button below, or there's a link in all of the videos. And we do a membership. And so next month, we are making a potato salad and chicken parmesan. So we're gonna. I'm kind of flip flopping between dessert and actual food. So, PJ, you want to talk a little about your experience? See if anybody wants to join us.
It's fun.
Hmm?
It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. I probably should wait for this, but so good. So, if you want to join that, we can join the channel, and we do this all the time. 'Tis the season for comfort food. Oh my gosh, Verna. You're not kidding. Bow Tie, thank you for stopping in. Watch the replay. We're going to check in with Ringo. He's going to be our second special guest. PJ's our first special guest. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, it's a fun time. It's all good stuff. We do variations of different things, and everybody learns. So there you go. Hi. Oh, good bite. So, anything else you want to say, PJ?
No?
No? No? It's fun, that's it?
No, I'm tired.
You need to go to bed?
Yeah.
PJ usually falls asleep during this. All right. Well,
But I have the TV on so I can listen while I'm sleeping.
Okay. Osmotically, what's it called? I don't know. All right. Well, PJ, I'm gonna sign you out and sign Ringo in, if that is
All
okay.
right.
Thanks for
Bye, guys.
stopping on.
You're welcome.
All right. So, let me go up to the top, get things started. Actually, let me go grip my mouse because I'm not going to be able to hold him and do this at the same time without mouse. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. How is Ringo? Verna says. Verna is moderator. She is blue with a little wrench. You heard your name, honey, huh? And check out her channel. She She does her homesteading stuff in her apartment. We're gonna take out Ringo while I keep doing. Looks as if Ringo's the Green Reaper with that funnel head. Yeah, he has to not lick things. Come on. Come here. People want to see you. Gotta stretch first. Come on. Good boy. No, you don't get to go all the way up. All right. Get down. So Ringo's here. All right. Britta says, "Aw, be nice. Gotta keep him from chewing." Yep. So what happened to him? Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. So, lots of things happen. There's going to be a video next week sometime once he's, fully recovered. But basically, there was a day that just everything happened. And I came outside to feed them, and he was sitting on the front bench licking himself because he had blood on himself. And I found he had a little scratch right here. I know, you can't scratch yourself. Come on. I have to do itchies for you. And that was all I could find on him, but the blood had been going, and he was fine. So I kind of cleaned him up and all that. I couldn't find anything else, and he was doing fine. All day he was doing good. Evening he was doing good. And next morning when I went to feed, he was limping, like not walking on his left front paw. And I'm like, oh great. And so he wouldn't let me touch it. He kept on going under things. So it wasn't until like about noon he was in his little cat house, and that's when I took a picture of him holding his paw, holding my hand. He actually did that. Like I didn't get it recorded. It would be so nice to see that he wanted to hold my hand, because he I thought it was a sprain. Everything moved. I squeezed. Nothing, he didn't pull away at any point. I was like, well, maybe he just sprained it, because late at that point he was putting some weight on it, but not really doing much with it. And it turns out, so I got him inside that night. He was inside. He was fine. That was Friday. Saturday he was fine. And then Sunday, we woke up and his leg was swollen. His forearm was swollen. And I was worrying about him. Like, okay, well, when do I go to the vet? So I decided if it was still swollen in the morning, I would take him to the vet. So I called the vet on Monday because it was still swollen, and got him actually an appointment that day, which is really, really good. When we got there, he had a 106 fever. Cats are supposed to be 102. So he was not doing good. They did actually find a puncture on it's right here on the wall, right here. I didn't feel it. Vets are going to feel more things. They also shaved him. But so they were able to see that everything was moving. They thought it was just an abscess. And so they said, okay, we'll take him back and we'll do the abscess, we'll drain the abscess. It actually was going down his arm or leg, whatever it is. Not just in a little nodule, it was going down. So he went in for surgery, and while he was out, he got neutered. So when they offered that, I'm like, as long as it doesn't hamper his recovery, I'm good with that, because I was going to make an appointment, but you guys don't have any appointments. So very expensive way to get a cat neutered. Have him go to the vet first. Anyway, so he is neutered and he is healing. It is this. I gotta switch sides. Switch sides. There you go. So it's hi. Thank you for demonstrating. It's this leg right here. What are you doing? What are you doing, honey? No, get down. Okay. You're not supposed to do that. Anyway, so he it's his left arm, and you can see it's white. He has white skin, so they were surprised about that when they shaved him. I'm like, well, I knew about it because he was missing some fur. One day, I don't know what happened, but he has white skin. So anyway, he's recovering. He's on antibiotics, 10 days of antibiotics, and yeah, so that is what's going on. Come here. There you go. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Anyway, so that's his story. He's doing good. We have the collar on so he doesn't, lick and bust things open. So there we go. I will continue to say hi, people. Let's see. Oh yeah, his eyes were a little suspect, huh? Really? Now I'm having trouble with the mouse? Okay. Today's not a technology day. Let me bring the computer closer and hopefully not scare him. Is that scary? No, you're okay with it? Okay. So the computer is on top of the dog crate he's been staying in. So, all right. Yeah, he looked a little loopy. Yep. Yeah, Verna, he usually felt worse than the animal did when they had to wear the contraption. Yeah, I finally figured out not to feed him in his bowl because he just dumped it into the corner. I feed it on a towel and he can eat all of it then. So that's a tip for people with satellite dishes. And yeah. Oh, like putting socks on a baby? Oh, with their hands? Yeah. Yep. Hey, Jennifer. Hopefully if you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. And oh, PJ has too much snow. Buster's here. Hey to all. Welcome, Buster. I am way behind, just so anybody knows. 3 to 4 inches of snow, over 6 inches of ice. Oh my goodness, PJ. Honey, he really is raring to go. Honey, come on, get down. I don't need your butt in my face. There we go. You can sit on my lap, or you can go back in the crate. Okay, these are your options. All right. Oh, Bowtie got 70s. Oh my gosh. I get the tardy ribbon. For some reason, the picture doesn't show up and I have to restart, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's been the last 3 times, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So PJ, that's a different Jennifer. But Jennifer, you're welcome to join us and make it as well. All right. I am. Oh, you're the same Jennifer. You must have 2 different profiles or something. Yours turned out yummy. Good. Good, good, good. Awesome. I'm glad it turned out yummy. All right. Here, my dad's here. Hi. We have about 1.5 inches of snow here, but it will be bitterly cold this week. We're supposed to get down to 18 on Tuesday night, so that's cold for here. Yeah. All right. Not bad. Oh. All right. I am going to fast forward through some of these. No. You stay down. All right. Adam's here. Welcome, Adam. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. How cold is it supposed to get this week at your place? All right. And okay. Dawn likes the way PJ's cheesecake looks. Yeah, she didn't burn hers. Yep. Andy's here. Good evening, Andy. Welcome, welcome. All right, hit that like button, Andy says. Yep. Yep. And Rose says, hit thumbs up, show support. Thank you. I appreciate it. Andy says, glad the cat's doing okay now. Yeah, he's doing okay. He's bored. And he can't scratch for himself, so he loves when I do this. And the thing is, his favorite place to get pets and scratched anyway is on his head. So this is probably extra frustrating because like he can't rub up on anything and do it himself. Oh, we're gonna get the leg going. We're getting the leg going. Maybe not yet, but he's tensing up. All right. All right. Jennifer says, good evening. I made my cheesecake. It turned out so yummy. I like to use the homemade Greek yogurt next time. Yes. So that is what PJ used, I think, instead of sour cream. Is that right? I think so. It's all dairy. Yeah. I do not have a house cat. I have a cat in a laundry room inside of a dog crate cat, but he will go back outside. Yeah. Once you're done getting better. Huh. All right. Yeah, so I don't remember what, and maybe PJ can tell us. Oh, she does. She does tell us later on. So I will answer Verna's question in a minute. Hey, Adam, you missed the last couple of weeks? I missed last week. So last week I was driving back from the vet because Mr. Ringo here decided he needed a vet appointment. Huh. Yeah. So he's loving this attention sitting here. He also got attention during my Monday morning meeting for work because it was an hour, and I figured, you know what? I'll go pet a cat for an hour. Everybody is fine with it. Yeah. Dawn says, is it hard for him to drink water with a cone on? It took him a little while to understand what to do, but the water container is smaller than the cone. He just has to fit the cone over it. I know. Was I going to pet you? I'm sorry. So he does okay. The food, I ended up just putting that on the, on top of some towels that are in there because it's just easier for him with that. Because he can eat the food dish like that, but it's not heavy enough to, like, if he moves it, it won't stay. So he has to, do some things to flip it over. So yeah. Okay, PJ is answering Vern's question. I used plain Greek yogurt in place of the sour cream in mine and goat milk cream cheese that she made. Yes. So like I said, we always have some sort of variation or addition when we do these, not always, but often, to make it our own. Andy says, I'm hoping if we get any snow tomorrow, it doesn't come till after around 11 or so. I have to go to the dentist. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. Yes, I agree with PJ. I'm glad Adam could make it tonight. All right. Dawn says, I am going to get sleet and ice. Be safe. Stay inside. On the dividing line, so probably some snow unless it moves. Yep. Yeah. Oh, and Jennifer uses or makes own Greek yogurt. Awesome. All right. Adam says we're finally going to warm up to the 30s for our lows and nearly 50s for our highs this week. Okay, I'm colder than you are. This morning it was 25. Tuesday it's supposed to be 18 is a low. It's supposed to be. Yeah. Yep. So it's supposed to get chilly. I know you guys can't see him anymore, but He is still here. He is still here. Oh, now you want people to see you? Yeah? All right. Yeah, so a lot of stuff has happened since I talked to you guys last. On the same day that he got in a fight, Overraptor, the Buff Orpington chicken, she had one of her claws like broke, and so she was bleeding. She's fine. Those things regrow. They're fine. It just was like on top of everything else. What? And then I also got a phone call from a neighbor asking if I had a white cat. I said yes, I have two, and the little baby kitty is no more. Her husband found him on the road. So that is an interesting development. No, it's interesting, but we're back down to two cats. So that's what happens with outdoor cats, I have to say, unfortunately. And I am near a road, so that when the kittens don't understand that what road does, things happen. Both Ringo and yeah, you heard your name. Good job. Good job. Both Ringo and Mama Kitty are very aware of the cars on the road, and so I'm not concerned with them getting run over. Like they'll be sunning themselves on the road, and then like they'll get up and walk away, and then like 2 minutes later, a car will be like I'll start hearing a car. So they are very aware of that, aren't you? Don't lose any of those skills from being inside for a little bit, okay? We got to keep those skills. All right. What are we cooking next month? So Katrina's Cook With Me, Katrina's Kits Cook With Me, the members only cooking. We are making potato salad and we are making chicken parmesan, or as I used to call it, well, my family calls it chicken with the cheese on top. So I will be making that out of rabbit. Others can use, rabbit, chicken, quail, dove, whatever you want in that category. You can use whatever you want, really, but anything in that category. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, PJ, for saying that. Yeah, I know, Andy. It is sad. And the little gray one, both of them, as soon as I started being able to almost pet and really start to pet, that's when they left. Don't know what happened to the little gray one, but given that it's been a while, I don't think it's coming back. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you could do anything with quail or rabbit that you could do. Honey, are you gonna stay there? Is that where you're staying? I thought so. Anything you do with chicken, you can do with any bird or rabbit. And I know a lot of places qualify rabbit as poultry. Like if you can sell 999 processed poultry, rabbits count as that in most places. So yeah. Same with Cooey. Yeah. Andy says that cat really seems to really like you. Yeah, he's my bud. He was my bud before he injured himself, got in a fight. Yeah, he loves to be my shoulder parrot and all that. So yeah, exactly. Verna says Ringo is Katrina's shadow. He likes to be where I am. We have cuddle time on the front porch, and he is enjoying cuddle time right now. Yeah, but he is also. You're also a vicious killer, aren't you? Yeah, he is a dispatcher of rodents and birds. But yeah, I know you do this task. You do it very well. Mommy Kitty's also good at it. So, good night, PJ. Thanks for staying up a little bit. Quail Parmesan sounds so yummy. Yes, it does. It does. Yeah. So sometimes Ringo and Mama Kitty talk through the door. They meow back and forth, and Mama Kitty has actually been staying close. I don't know if that's because her kid and companion are in here, or if it's because it's been snowing, or maybe she's just not sure what's going on. But she's been sticking close, and actually she started kneading and started doing biscuits when I feed her. She does that while she eats if I stay there. So I don't know what that means. Maybe she's accepting me. I don't know. Who knows? Andy says, I think I need to start hatching some quail. That sounds like a perfect idea. Perfect idea. I will be doing that after I have the structure that I want to have, which will take a while. Might not be till summer. Yeah. But it'll all be good. All be good. Hi, buddy. You not comfy? Yeah? Readjust? So that is what's been going on here. And then also I did start a video and too much was going on. I didn't finish the video. I don't know if I'll make it into a video or if I'll just film another one. But I did make a rabbit tractor. You guys saw that in the week in review video from today. And so that's something that that I did, and they're loving it. I'm moving it twice a day now, moving it in the morning and the evening, because the grass isn't really growing all that much. It's pretty much whatever grew last time or before it got really cold, right? But they're nibbling away at it and they're loving it. So I do need to make I do need to make more of those. I do. How you doing, dude? He had a topical painkiller that they put on him between his shoulder blades. They put him topical painkiller that was supposed to last for 5 days. And that's about when you started meowing like, I want out. Why? So should be out of his system now. And now he's just on the antibiotic. What are you doing? Yeah? So, yeah, Verna says that the rabbits look happy and healthy. I think so, yeah. Adam says, you and your kitty remind me of my wife and her indoor cat, which is terrified of everything but her. Yeah. He has been inside a couple of times. He has snuck inside and then like freaked out and ran out. I did have to lock him in the bathroom the other night because he scooped out a bunch of kitty litter, and a bunch. You did. I know. You know I'm talking about you, huh? I know. You've given me eyes. And he scooped out a bunch of it and he dumped his water in there. So I had to get in there and like I used the shop. I soaked things up and then I used the shop back and did that. Hi. I know I'm talking to nobody, huh? As far as you know. Is that okay? I talk to nobody all the time though. Yeah. Anyway. He did not like being in the bathroom. We got there okay. We got back okay. But he's like, oh no, this is a new place. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Am I not doing something I should be doing? Yeah, I'm holding you. If I let go of either hand, you're going to fall down. It means I don't have an extra hand to pet you. I know, what a shame. All right. Dawn says, oh, I did like your rabbit tractor. Yes, it's good. It needs some bracing and stuff. Honestly, I didn't have the effort in me with all the other stuff going on, and I needed it to go out there because Rigatoni was getting an S box. So no new babies yet from Rigatoni or Risotto, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. Do you have a video on your tractor? Jennifer says. I don't have like a how-to yet. I will do that on the next one. But it's in the weekend review, that the video that went out today, there's some of that in there. Yeah. Brenda says, he's saying, Mom, you're tattling. Yeah? Did you hear her? Through the computer? Oh, man. Andy says he won't want to go back outside after all this loving he's getting. No, he gets the loving outside too. He does. He does. And I think he's anxious to get out. Is that a cat door behind you? Yes, that the people who lived here before had an indoor cat, and I don't even know if it works. I haven't even tested it, but yeah. So I'm in the laundry room, which is, I think what I'm sitting on used to be like the back step, and then when they added on, they made this wall over here and enclosed it. So I think that's what happened, because there's like exterior walls on both sides. So yeah. Yeah. Hi. Don says, are rabbits safe in a chicken wire tractor? I have rolls of chicken wire. Yeah, so there's safe in it, and I guess you need to define the word safe. I mean, we do have bear here. A bear could get into that just fine. A bear could get into that with hardware cloth just fine. So somebody on here, Andy, was it you? Somebody on here told me that the chicken wire doesn't last as long as the other the hardware cloth. And I plan on making the rest out of the hardware cloth. And I actually went online, and I got it the other day. But when I went online, I I just got 2 foot, so I don't have to cut it. And it was actually cheaper. It was on Amazon. It was cheaper to get the coated wire than not coated wire in the 2 foot. So I did get that. Doesn't matter at all on the sides, except if you're going to do like video recording through, it won't reflect as much. Which, hi, what was that? Are you trying to slap me in the face? You want attention? You have all the attention in the world, sweetie. If I move my hands, then you will fall. Yeah, you're like a comfy baby. Anyway, yes, it was you, Andy. Okay. She says chicken wire is great until the day it ain't no more. It took my rabbits about a year to eat through the chicken wire. Yeah, so because they can fit their like their teeth around that, they can chew through things. But with the hardware cloth, they can't. I don't know, I'm not going to say can't. They can't do it very well. So we'll see how long that one lasts. The rest of them are going to be made out of hardware cloth. And then on the bottom is, I think, 3x2 coated wire. And so when I went out there, the first few days, when I went out there, first couple days, when I went out there, the bunnies were just very scared when I came to them. I mean, I've always been, waist high, waist and up is the level they've been, familiar with me. So when I've doubled my height, I become scary. They're no longer scary. And then the other night, I saw they were all on one end waiting for me. I'm like, that's weird. And that's when I was like, oh, you want to be moved. You want fresh grass. And so that's when I started doing the morning and evening moves and go from there. So there you go. I know I'm moving, but I gotta scroll up. Okay, raccoons can get through chicken wire easily. Yep. I haven't seen any raccoons here. That does not mean there's not any. I'm sure they are. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, you meant a critter reaching through the larger holes. I mean, like mice can get in. You just think about that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, so Andy's saying, I'm guessing chicken wire is not a good floor for rabbits. I'm not using it as a floor. Yeah, that would be not great on their feet. But what I'm using is thicker and more durable, and it is coated. But they actually learned, like, on probably the second day, or maybe the third day, to when I'm lifting them up to stand on the wire, so their legs don't go down. Yeah. Yeah, and they do need a bottom because they dig. Yeah. Yep. Andy says, the coons ate my quail through 1-inch chicken wire, and we couldn't even tell where the quail was pulled through. They probably licked that thing clean, huh? Yeah. Yep. So it's not ideal, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, and Andy says in a tractor, if you move them regularly, you could get away with no bottom, like daily, if you want to trust them. But the thing is with that is you would have to slide it, and the way I'm moving it now is I'm just picking up one end, moving it over, and then going over the other end, picking up that end, moving it over. I feel like it's better for the structure, and I feel like it's easier on my body to do it that way. But yeah, you could do no bottom, but you might regret it. Is my thought. Yeah, they learned really fast to move. Yeah. And they are very smart about it. So yeah. And I was actually surprised because the amount of forage that I'm putting them on is not that much forage. It grew before the snow happened, right? I mean, I put them out in the snow. I shoveled an area. Hi, babe. I shoveled an area and then put them on that shoveled area. What are you doing? You need your belly done? Hmm? Yeah? He's stretched. He has his back foot stretched out. Is that what you needed? You need your belly rubbed? All right. Adam says, half my chicken run collapsed this week with our snow, 16 by 32. Teaches me for being cheap and not buying all pressure treated wood. How much snow did you guys get? Are you stretching? Are you comfy? Are you comfy? You can see where he got shaved. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Yeah, this is stretched out, and his back leg is stretched out way over here. Hi. I know. Did I not pet your belly? I'm sorry. I'm petting. Oh, we're done with belly. Okay. Let me sit you up better. Oh, up there. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're not supposed to do that. Okay. Andy says, I agree there, Katrina. You might regret it. The chicken wire? It was basically I needed to what are you doing? I needed to build one and it was the material I had, and there you go. Yeah. Adam got 7 inches. So we had at maximum a snowpack was 5.1 inches. And geez, what you trust me too much, sweetie. You do. He wants to be on his back. Here, what if you go that way? Okay, now I can pet your belly. Oh my goodness. Okay. What? Verna, your glasses just broke on your face? Um, hopefully you have new ones. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. No. No. Sit. There you go. Sit down. Good boy. Good boy. I think he wants some face scratchy. Okay, nearly 7 inches. Yeah, our snow's gone, except for in super shade, it's still there, and in the front yard, it's mostly still there. But it was 40 degrees today in the daytime. Yeah. Oh no, Brittany, you don't have a spare? Yeah. So anyway, um, I'm pleased with how the one rabbit tractor turned out for the amount of time I had. It's honestly, it's not done yet, um, but it's working. It's working. Oh man, better, more, yeah. So, um, next week we are going to have another special guest. Not Ringo. You're not in this, huh? My mom is going to be on, and she is going to be talking about doing some budgeting and some grocery budgeting. I know prices are going up. Everybody knows eggs are expensive. Um, and she does some really cool things with her budget that, uh, growing up, I did some of that. I still do some of it, and some of it I don't do anymore. But she's going to share that and maybe give some advice on how she does that. And you guys are welcome to share what you do next week as well. But just wanting to help out people that either are new to budgeting or maybe just have ideas that are different than they've heard. So yeah, we're going to talk about that, and that's going to be I don't know, should we call it grocery budgeting? It's be budgeting for anything really, but she has a specific uh, method for grocery shopping. So I would say number one thing, if you are going to eat this, spring and summer, which I hope you do, plant a garden. So I have been thinking about looking at my seeds. Then things keep getting in my way. But I have been thinking about looking at my seeds and deciding what to plant for the season. And um, right now, a lot of people can start inside. I'll be starting, I'll give it probably 1 or 2 more weeks before I start. I probably should do it maybe a couple weeks, maybe a week. Yeah, 1 or 2 weeks before it starts or before I start. But if you're in a warmer area, you can start seeds now. There's some seeds that you can put outside right now that need stratification. So I guess I should talk about that real quick. Stratified or stratification, all that means is it means striped. So it means one thing then another thing. And in the case of seeds, what it usually means is um, a cold spell. And it might mean 2 cold spells. So you look up the seeds. If it needs to be stratified, look up what it actually means. Because usually that means put it in the refrigerator or the freezer for a certain amount of time and then take it out. And sometimes it means put it back in again and then take it out again. So what that does, better? What that does is it emulates nature in places that have winter. So some seeds have to have that cold before they can sprout and germinate. And if they don't get that cold, they don't get that sprout. Some seeds have to go through 2 seasons of that. And you can simulate 2 seasons with your refrigerator or freezer. What do you think? You see yourself? That's what you look like. You got etchies, huh? Size you're going. All right. Dawn says I just got a good size Baker Creek seed order in and we'll be starting in March. Awesome. Baker Creek is awesome. Rareseeds.com is their website. They're also the people that do the Heirloom Expo every year in California, and they are located in Missouri. And they do a whole bunch of things in Missouri as well. I don't know what though because I don't live in Missouri. Andy says depends on the weather tomorrow and timeline, but I may go to Baker Creek after the dentist. Awesome, awesome. Say hi to people. Say hi from Katrina. See if anybody I know is there. And Dawn's waiting on seed mail from eBay. Good luck with that. Hopefully it's coming from a good source. Hopefully it's a good source. Hi, babe. Hi. You're eating this up, aren't you? All right. Yeah, I'm not planning on buying seeds. I have enough seeds for the season. I do need to work on expanding the garden, which means I need to get fence stuff. But I am starting with nutrifying the garden with the rabbits. So that's what they're doing. Oh, Andy wants to say your last name so I can pronounce it right. Krakow. 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 There you go. Yeah, you got to be picky with eBay sellers. I haven't bought anything on eBay in years. Years and years. Is that the spot? My goodness, honey. My goodness. I just think it would suck so much that like you have an itch and you can't itch it. Horrible feeling, right? So I just give them all the itchies. Yeah. Hi, Steve. Welcome. Yes, Krakow. Oh, Mama Kitty hears us in here. She just meowed. Hi, Mama Kitty. I don't know if you can hear her. Probably not. I washed the cat beds, which haven't been washed since before they were mine. They came with the house. Oh my gosh, I went through 3 times and they're finally clean. Yeah, there we go. So, Steve, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Oh, Dawn, what seeds were you looking for that you couldn't find anywhere else? Because there are some fun ones out there. And I'm planning on getting fun seeds later, but maybe not this season. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this poor boy. You're so ready to have this cone off your head, aren't you? He got it off on Friday, and I had to put it back on. Yeah. Krakow. Okay, jade bush beans. I've heard of those. Huh. Well, now hopefully you'll have your own source and be able to save them and be good. So there you go. Yeah. So, I mostly want to talk about Ringo and what's up with him and make sure you guys know he's okay. I am going to have a video about it later, but he's doing okay. And I also just want to talk about like we have our basic care stuff that we have, right? I mean, you have your Neosporin, you have your your gloves to wear when you have bloody animals, stuff like that. But then also knowing where a good vet is. Like I had not taken these guys to the vet, but I had already asked around about what vets are good, and so I already knew the vet that would be his primary, and then also I knew what the 24-hour emergency vet is. So if you have animals that you are going to, if they're in a situation you're going to take them in, know those 2 things. Know the closest 24-hour emergency vet, and know a vet that is either their vet or you could call. So that's one thing, and then also know which animals you are going to take to the vet and which you might not, and when that is when you might do that and when you might not. And those are decisions that are going to be up to you and you and your family. So there we go. Okay, Jennifer says, my daughter starts all my garden plants for me for Mother's Day. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, Dawn says, oh, they are stringless. I have older seeds here but want fresh. That makes sense. I like the stringless. At some point, maybe a couple years ago, I just decided that it's not worth it for me to grow green beans that have strings because the time it takes to get the strings out and all that, like, I can spend it doing something else. Like, it's not something I enjoy doing, and so I would rather choose varieties that are not that. The variety I have seeds of, which I got from Territorial Seeds, which is in Oregon, is, I think it's called Emerite or something like that, and they're very good and productive. Yeah. Okay, Andy says I want some purple green beans. Well, you can get purple green beans, but if you cook them, they're going to turn green. Yeah. Adam says, too funny. My wife was just scratching my back when you mentioned about not being able to reach a spot. It's so true. It's so true. And if, like, your whole head, you couldn't, like, how many times do you scratch your nose or whatever, you know? Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, Andy says the purple ones I like are no strings and a bush. They can up darker green. Okay. Hi. Are you done? Did you just wake up? What's going on? Yeah, we've moved on. We're talking about gardening now. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? It's not about you anymore. No, 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 no. Hey, let go. Down. Down. Honey. Honey. Get down. There we go. Okay. You don't have to be on my lap. You can go into the dog crate if you want, which I know you don't. Is that dramatic or what? Huh? I know. Um, yeah, they turn green when they cook, but they're pretty when they're purple. They're pretty in the garden. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, you don't have to cook your green beans. You can eat them raw. You can have purple in a salad. Yeah. What do you think? You think I should drink some water? Because you're looking at this. This is my water. See? Your water is in the dog crate. Yeah, your water's in dog crate. It is. Thank you. What? Hi. Oh. Yeah. So Andy says it tastes good raw. And Verna's saying the same thing. I said purple beans in your salad is a plus. Yep. Yep. Um, what are you doing? You getting antsy? Huh? Okay. Oh my gosh. Andy says, my grandson says they kind of taste like a dessert, but he's not sure what one. I'm not sure what one either, Andy. Oh, he was 5 when he said that. I wonder if he would still say that. Maybe you make him a green bean pie or something and ask if he knew what it made out of or something. Unless it was raw. Maybe you make some green bean popsicles. It could be that. Oh my goodness. How funny. Yeah, green bean popsicles. There you go. If you liked it raw. I know growing up we had a garden, and I didn't realize until I don't know how old, but that you could eat the peas and the corn raw, and they're sweeter. They're sweeter when you eat them raw, and they taste better when you eat them raw, and at least sweet corn, not the non-sweet. Um, and the peas for sure are super good raw. So if you haven't tried these things yet, try them, and it's good. Steve says, wonder if you made three bean salad if they'd stay purple. If you don't cook them, then they would. I don't know what three bean salad is, but if you don't cook them, then they just stay purple. Andy, he would ask to come over to pick some every day. Oh my gosh, that's major. That's awesome. I'm sorry, hon. I know you just got comfy, but I gotta move my legs. Yeah, I gotta move my legs. I know. Hey. Okay, you can go right there. That's okay. Nice. He just laid down right behind me. Oh man. All right. Yeah, Steve, how do you make three bean salad? If you cook it, then it's gonna be green. If you don't cook it, then it could be purple. You coming back? I thought so. I thought so. Can you sit down? Or you want your butt scratched? Hmm? Yeah? Okay. Technically would be cooked as you used canned for that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be cooked then. Yeah. Oh, and you got a free pack. So that's another thing that Baker Creek does is if you get so many seed packs, then they give you a free pack. Um, you coming back? What are you doing? Um, yeah, so you can get free packs of seeds from them as well. What are you doing, hon? No more pets? Okay. Well, it has to be with this hand if you're going over there. Anyway. Hi, baby. Yeah, he's soaking up the attention. So, do you guys have any questions? I didn't have much planned except for talking about Ringo and potentially the rabbit tractors. Rabbit tractors are doing really well. And oh, I did. It'll be in next week's. No, it'll be in. I'm gonna have a video about with tracking in the snow, but it's kind of like an afterthought, so I'll have to do an intro. But I did see bear tracks, I believe, in the snow. It had already melted a bunch, so at first I thought it was human tracks, which I was a little concerned about because um, someone was in the middle of my property probably poaching, and I was getting upset about that. But I believe it was a bear. I saw the claw marks, so I feel better about it. I don't know. The man versus bear thing, right? Adam says, I've been growing Kentucky Wonders for years. If picked young enough, they're stringless and make a great pot of beans if allowed to grow to maturity. Awesome. I've heard of that one. I don't think I've grown it. Yeah. Dawn says they sent me baby bok choy for free, which was cool because it was different than the other baby bok choy I had ordered. They have multitude of bok choys and regular choys. They have a multitude of that. They have a multitude of Asian greens. They have a lot of that. Yeah, yeah. Andy said I didn't keep the package, so I don't remember the name. But I know if I ask them about it, they will know. Yeah, let us know what it is once you find out. All right, Dawn, have fun on the treadmill. Good night. Andy says, I had a bear tear open a rabbit cage once, like it was a can of soup. Yeah, and that's why I was saying to Dawn that it depends, how you define, is it safe or whatever. Um, because I mean, car doors can be torn by bears without much effort. So, yeah, it's all in the definition. What are you doing? Bye. You can't go inside, and I don't think you want to go inside anyway. Last time you went inside, you ran out. And we're definitely not doing that now when you're supposed to be keeping your mobility little. Yeah, I don't think so. He just wants to go anywhere except for the dog crate, I think. Oh my gosh. Andy says it tore off the wall it was hanging on. Wow. Well, 1x2 wire. Yeah, I mean, a bear could get into anything really. I have a neighbor that said that a bear tried to get into their chicken coop, but it went from the wrong side of the door, and it went to the hinges side, not the other side. Do you want to go back in? What is this posture? No? What do you think? Hi. What do you think? You just taking it all in? Hmm? All right. Good night, Jennifer. Good night. Good night. John says if I have a bear get my rabbits here, I'm running away. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yep. Well, we do have bear here, so you are getting antsy, Mr. Man. You are. What's up with that? Huh? You gonna sit on my mouse? What's going on? There you go. Hi. Hi. Yeah. The other unfortunate thing about where Ringo is I have him, it's in the laundry room, and he's been making lots of laundry for me. When you dump your water and then you scoop out the kitty litter, that's not fun, huh? That's not fun. So he has to then listen to it. So he's now used to listening to that. Hi. There we go. All right. Andy says the sad thing was it was my son's guinea pigs. Oh no. Oh no. Well, where was that there was a bear? I forget where you are. Yeah, this is my first time living with bears. As far as I know, they're not very populous here. But my neighbor before they moved, they said that the guy was coming around the corner of the barn and the bear was coming around the other corner of the barn and they scared each other. So they're definitely around. I don't know how often they come down towards people's houses because there's a whole, hillside for them to have fun on and hunt. But I'm sure the attractiveness of the valley and the water there is a good draw for them. Oh, you guys see that little foot go up? Yeah, you almost did it. This little foot prepared to do some scratching. Oh my gosh. Um. Anyway, let me know if you guys have questions or you want to talk about stuff. I didn't have much prepared today because I have been busy and exhausted and all of that. Things are going better now, but there's always stuff going on. And of course, this guy gets his twice a day medicine. You take it very well. He's finally doing it better than at the very beginning. He's like, Yeah, you were like that. It's not time for medicine yet. You have a little bit. Do you know this word? I'm sorry, honey. Do you know the word medicine? He might. He might know the word medicine. Yeah. So he's doing okay. All right. Nobody has questions or topics of discussion because we might end the live early. If we don't have stuff to talk about. Next week, my mom will be special guest talking about the uh, grocery budgeting, and we can talk about other that kind of realm of things too. We can talk about other homesteading stuff too, but that's what she'll be on for is talking about that. And I mean, she did raise me and my brother. We did have breakfast for dinner sometimes, and all of that. So just kind of getting things in order for. Um, groceries have been going up for a while now, and it's not looking like they're going down. So it's a good thing to address, especially maybe people that are new to budgeting or need a reminder, or maybe there's just different techniques that people have and they can share next week. So, yeah. Number one thing, grow your own. And then a reminder that on next month, we're actually doing it on, I don't know where my phone is. Maybe Verna, after we get off, maybe you can call me because I don't know where I put my phone. Not now. And anyway, yeah. I just saw Verna's comment. How many eggs a day are you getting? None. None. Have not been getting eggs for probably a month. Rexy was getting one every once in a while. But yeah, no eggs. All my chickens they're going to turn 4 this year. So that's fairly old as far as laying age. As far as chicken age, they can live much longer. But I will be getting more chickens at some point this year, I believe. And then quail as well. So I don't have quail right now, and I don't have chickens right now. So yes, I did buy. I'm just backing up. I did buy chicken eggs recently for the cheesecake because my freeze dried eggs. I do have freeze dried eggs. I eat them. That's good, but they're not puffing up, and I'm wondering if there's a like if I put it in the blender and I just blended the heck out of things and it was too much, or something else. I mean, they taste fine. It's just they don't puff up. And so I was like, well, if I'm gonna bake, I probably should, use other eggs. And then of course the eggs are available in the store. It was $7.99 for a dozen of eggs, and they were medium eggs. And medium eggs, they were very small medium eggs. So yeah, the recipe calls for 3 eggs. I put in 4. Yeah. Talk to Erin and get some silkies. I don't want silkies necessarily. What I want to get from Erin is the American breasts. So, and Verna, you're welcome to put his link up if you like. Erin is with Guidro's family farm in Louisiana. And they're good people, good gardening. Christina does some more medicinal things as well. Hey, there is no place to go. There's a wall. And then they also do mostly quail. But yeah, they do some really good things. Really good people, and small family business. And family businesses are good to support. So yeah. You're comfy now, babe. Hmm? So yeah, they're really good people, really good. They do really good things. They also have a YouTube channel that's growing really fast. Mine is not growing very fast, so I'm hoping. What happened? Are you trying to play? Are you trying to play? What? What's going on? I'm hoping people are telling people about it and that people are enjoying things. And if you guys have any suggestions for topics or for different ways of doing things, that you let me know. And tomorrow's video is going to be another video. Thanks for putting that up, Bruh. Tomorrow's video is going to be another video about food forests, and I actually recorded it in December. Hi. Hi. And so that's going to be then, and then I'm hoping to have this year in review done. I need to, because it's ridiculous that it's February and it's not out yet, but I need to do it. Yeah. All right. Andy says, the other day I was buying some Jiffy Mix and read what I needed to make it, so I went and looked at eggs in the store, $4 to $7 a dozen. The jug of liquid eggs was cheaper. Yeah, isn't that unfortunate? Yeah. Carton tells how many tablespoons make an egg. Yep. Yep. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff happening with eggs, and it's interesting that you had a range of $4 to $7. Because that's quite a range. But we have avian influenzas back, and it's just a thing that's been around. It's been here for a long time. It's recently been an issue for people, meaning now that eggs are mass produced, it can get into these areas and affect more people than, I'm going to guess not as many people have their own chickens than they used to have. And likely, when this affected birds before, it wasn't as highly pathogenic, and then it, only affected smaller areas. Whereas now we have these big chicken houses, and it affects the whole thing, which, I mean, eggs get mailed all over the place. Not mailed, trucked. They get trucked all over the place. So that's part of the problem, is we've centralized our food, and less people have, their own animals. And that's not the only problem. That's not necessarily a problem for everyone, but it's something I think is a contributing factor. And yeah. I don't know what he's looking at. All right. For anybody that doesn't know, these cones are reusable, so don't throw them out after you're done with it for your animal. Wash it and put it somewhere, and remember where you put it. Yeah. Steve says, as some states have passed various laws about having chickens with outdoor space, does increase the chance of infection as opposed to 100% caged eggs. Right. So there's risk coming from There's risk coming from multiple factors. One is the human factor. We track in stuff all the time, everywhere. We wear shoes, and those shoes go multiple places, and our clothing goes multiple places, and so that's one of the factors. Another factor is if they're outdoor, it could be more risk. However, it could also be a mouse that brings in something through a hole, right? The mouse could be trying to get somewhere, and it stepped in something, and then it brought it inside and infected birds. So there's a lot of different things. Hi, you need more scratchies? My goodness, mister. I feel like you're not going to have hair left or something with all these scratchies. Yeah. Verna says here the range for a dozen eggs is $4 to $6. AI fraud? No. No. Did they increase prices for no reason? Is that what it is? Andy says, I heard anyone within a 6-mile zone of an affected area needs to be put down all their chickens. I don't know whether that's true, and if it is true, I don't know whether it's true everywhere. My understanding is that it's, and my understanding might be old information, but my understanding is that within a certain number of miles, those have to be monitored. They have to be tested, not necessarily that they have to be put down. But I may be on old information, or it may just be that you're talking about a regional rule. So I'd be interested to know which one that is. But yeah. Hi, mister. Adam says, gotta run 3 a.m. Oh my gosh, comes early for alarm, wake up for work. Great live tonight. Thank you. I just feel like I'm petting a cat. That's all I gave you guys tonight. Oh, but good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And man, 3 a.m. That's tough. That's tough. Good luck. Good night. Verna says an inspector got busted for saying AI affected hatcheries that did not have it. Ooh. She had many thousands of birds killed. That sounds like a lawsuit. That sounds like a very valid lawsuit. Because when they test and they get negative, they don't just do it once. They give it another, they make sure. Wow. Steve says, I read that story. It didn't support what was posted on Facebook. I don't know what was posted on Facebook. So, yeah, Steve, tell us more. Andy says, a farmer's 4 stores rule? I don't know what that is either. Yeah, I mean, you do have to be careful about what you read online and what your sources are. And that's true at any point. But especially with something that's I guess like a more popular news item, a more popular topic, you have to be careful about what you read and sometimes track it down. And I know sometimes certain news will quote another news, or certain articles will quote another source. And yeah, if you have that source and you look back at it, sometimes it says the same thing and sometimes that article misconstrues things. So I know I had that happen. Hi, did I move? I'm sorry. Are you tired? I had that happen one time for a article on, well, I'll tell you. It was an article on San Joaquin Hitfox. And this article, I don't remember which way it went, but the agency was saying one thing while citing that, and the paper was saying another. And it had to do with degrees and percent slope. So degrees slope and percent slope. And the agency that had quoted had used the wrong term. And so just to make it clear, a 100% slope is 1/1, right? We're gonna have a graph. Here's the graph. It's 1/1. And then that angle though in degrees is 45 degrees, right? But it's 100% slope. So those are vastly different numbers, meaning vastly different things. And this agency got it wrong. And I had to then write something about that saying, hey guys, your own agency got this wrong. What are you doing? Did you just roll around on the carpet? Carpet's a little dirty, sweetie. It's for wiping shoes. But that's just an example of how people can accidentally say the wrong, quote the wrong thing, but then also people quote the wrong thing, on purpose sometimes too. Oh, Andy says one bird on a farm, the whole flock get put down. Yep. So farmers that raise eggs for the stores. Oh, rule. Okay. Um, yeah, and there's a reason why they do that. And that reason is for at least chickens, there's a very, very, very high percentage in the 90s. Hi. There's a very high percentage of birds. You listening? Yeah. That will end up dying from AI. And that is AI is not artificial intelligence, so that may be true too. Is avian influenza is what we're talking about. The highly pathogenic avian influenza. Should I stop talking about it? Is that what you're saying? And so that's the reason why. Would it be better if they let it run its course and thinned out the genes that do better? I can't say unless that's done, but it's not something our food system is set up to accept, unfortunately. So that's what I think the healthiest way. It's not even healthy. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. I'm not gonna say anymore. But yeah, they do have that. But yeah. But yeah, I would like to see that story, Vernon and Steve. It'd be very interesting. Um, and man, would I be pissed off if that was the case. Yeah. Okay, Andy says when my son was a trucker that picked up eggs from the farms, he would have to stop and spray his truck down. And when he was leaving the farm, he would have to spray it down again. Yep. And that's standard practice for a lot of things. It's not just birds. I mean, they do that on construction sites that have weedy plant species that are in or that they really really want to keep out of an area. They actually wash all the equipment, all the dirt off of all the equipment at a designated place that doesn't drain to the rest of the site. So I mean, it's something that does a lot of um, it does a lot of good. I mean, we do the same thing as biologists. You're supposed to appropriately decontaminate your waders before going between water bodies, certain areas, and that's to prevent different spread of a whole bunch of different things. One of which is chytrid fungus, which affects amphibians. But there's all sorts of other things, other reasons why you would do that in an aquatic setting. But yeah, it's something that you have to do in a lot of different settings. Yeah. Okay, Verna says that article was a while back. Yeah, I don't think I heard about that though, because that I think I would have remembered, but I have not been paying attention for a while over a lot of news. Mm. So, yeah. Um. Oh, I want to know from Verna. I know your sweet potatoes haven't sprouted yet. Are you starting again with a different variety or a different store? Verna had started some sweet potatoes. I think a couple weeks back on one of her lives, and said they weren't starting yet. Um, and some places spray potatoes and sweet potatoes so they don't sprout. And supposedly you can wash that off. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, whatever. But that's why if you get sweet potatoes from the store to sprout, sometimes they won't sprout. And then that's why people are encouraged to do organic, because supposedly they don't do that. I don't know if that's still the rule or not, but yeah. While back can mean any time before the end of this month. Okay. Yeah, start again for enrichment store. Yep. Oh, from the beginning of this month. So a couple weeks ago. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I would start them again. I'm not ready for sweet potatoes. I might order some starts from Baker Creek, honestly, because they have some unique varieties that I really like. I'm not sure I'm going to do that this year, though. I think this might be my interim year because I got to get so much stuff started. But we'll see. We'll see. But I'm not starting them myself right now. Even though I know it's easy, I'm not doing that because I'm not sure I'm going to have a satisfactory place for them this year. So, yeah. All right. You're already sleepies, huh? Yeah. You roll on the carpet. I see all these little dirt pieces on them. Yeah. So he's been my little love bug, but that's how he always has been. So I'll be interested to see how Mama Kitty and him get along now that he's neutered. She is not fixed, and I will get to that at some point. She doesn't quite trust me yet. I could probably chop her, but for that I would need an appointment, and I just want to deal with one thing at a time. Oh, at least I know if she has babies, they're not his. Well, that's not necessarily true. At least I know if she has babies after the point. Yeah, at some point, they're not his. Huh. Because she's your mama. She's your mama kitty. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I am winding down. Gotta give him his medicine at 9, but I'm winding down. I'm running out of topics. Unless you guys have any other questions or topics you want to talk about, I think we're gonna call it a night. And I thank you guys all for coming. I thank you guys all for being involved and being nice to each other and keeping politics out of our lives for a couple hours. And yeah, and I encourage you to sign up for the membership. And it's Cook With Me Live every month, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah. Vernon, would you mind calling me in 5 minutes so I can find my phone? Thank you. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys next week. Again, special guest next week. Oh, we have one more thing. Speaking of trapping, it reminds me of the skunk you showed a while back. Now, when I walk past a pipe drain, I look for a skunk before I walk by it. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's just another burrow. It's a pretty big burrow. It's a mansion burrow. All right, guys. We will see you next week. Enjoy the videos this week, and we'll see you Monday. Thanks for coming. Maybe I should get you off my lap first, huh? Let's do that. I know you just settled down. Let's do that, though. You're like, I don't want to. I know you don't want to. I know. Too bad. I know. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. I'm not ready for it yet. I don't know where it is. Okay. Good night. Verna, hopefully you do that again because I did hear it. All right. Good night, guys.